Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to design a custom cutout in Silhouette Studio, and this is going to be for the upcoming homecoming season, 2025 season, but you can figure this out for any other season or any other name and number or just name or word you want to do, so you can use this for anything, for any kind of cutout. I already know that I want to use digital for the font, but I'm just going to show you a few other options. So if you look at the little box that comes up there, the textile box, or I think that's what it's called, it'll show you, you can see which fonts I'm clicking on, but you can see why I picked digital. I wanted that funky H, that lovely little curly H, and then I'm doing the OCO separately because I want to adjust the letter spacing on that, and then I'll put them together. So you don't want to get them too close together, but you don't want them too far apart either. Sometimes I like to squish them together a little bit more, and then I'm gonna try to size that and put it right where I want it. That looks so good. And you could make one just like that that just says Hoko on it. That would be cute too. I am going to put 25 with it. I've already designed this before doing this and already cut it out and everything and saved the SVG, but then I decided I wanted to do a video on it, so I'm starting from scratch, redesigning it. It's not going to look exactly like the other one. So if you see me using the other one and maybe it looks slightly different, it's because it is, because I'm redesigning it just for this video. And I did offset it a little bit to make it easier to cut out. You want to make it a little bit thicker on these. Some of these fonts are hard to cut out, so I like to make them a little bit thicker so they're easier to weed off the mat, easier for my machine to cut. So if you couldn't see, I offset it at 0.02. And the offsets on Silhouette Studio and the offsets on Cricut Design Space are different, so just play around with them. But I do, for these like words and stuff, when I go to make them thicker, I do use the same, pretty much the same, like it'll be 0.01 on Cricut or even sometimes 0.02. Now I'm doing the 25, and I'm going to offset that at 0.05. I think that's what I kept it at. And you can adjust the line spacing on these if you want the numbers to touch, but you need to do it before you offset, because you can't do that after you offset. Sometimes I do that because I want them to cut out together where they're touching. But I found that I don't want the entire design to be touching and to cut out in one section, because that can sometimes make it even more difficult to weed it off the mat. But I do not like the ones that I have to attach each individual number or letter on an offset, especially like the jersey type fonts. Those are a pain. I do like them to cut out into sections, like the OCO is connected. And I think the one that I previously designed, the 2 is touching and cut out together with the OCO, which wasn't bad either. So you can do it where it's touching or not, just whatever you like. But I thought this was a really cute design. I really liked it. I like the result from it being cut out too. So that's another thing. If you design some cutouts, go ahead and practice cut them out. See if they're going to work for you. See if there's anything you need to go back and adjust in the design. Don't wait till you're in the middle of homecoming season and wanting to use it and then find out it doesn't work for you. So there's plenty of times I design a cutout and I don't like the end result, or it may just be one little thing that I need to go adjust. Or you put the wrong ear. I've done that too. Especially on the senior. If you're doing homecoming cutouts, you're designing homecoming cutouts, and then you're designing senior cutouts, and you accidentally, it gets confusing with like the 25 and the 26, and that's what I was doing. I did 2 Hoko 25s and 3 senior cutouts, and so I started getting confused. Plus, the senior 25s have not actually graduated yet, and I have a senior, so it's just very, very confusing. Now I'm working on the offsets for the design itself. You can go as big or as small as you want. If you want it barely to have an offset, or you want a big chunky offset, whatever you want and however many offsets you want to do. I believe I ended up with 4 offsets. So you don't have to do that many. You can do more. And again, when I go to cut this, well, I cut out a practice one and I cut it out exactly like I designed it because for Etsy listing purposes. But if I make these for mums, which I plan to do, I will probably more than likely pick 1 or 2 layers and cut it and duplicate those layers to make the cutout even thicker. I just love it. I love TJ. Thank you so much for that. Yes, I love TJ. I love her brain too. But that's where I got it from. And I just love making multiple layers. It just makes such an awesome looking cutout. So even if you pick one of the layers and duplicate it 2 or 3 times and glue those together, it's going to give it more of a 3D look. Plus the cutout is just comes out so much better. I can't explain it unless you do it and you understand. So I want to get rid of that little cut there. So that's what you need to click on. And if you're getting rid of all those, all you have to do is this, delete that. There you go. And then I have a solid back. I really, most of the time, the very last layer, I make solid. That's just my preference. Not everybody does that. Some people like little, cuts in there, little holes in there where you can see whatever's behind it. So whatever your preference is right for you and your mums. You don't have to do things my way. I say that all the time, but I think everybody needs to hear it over and over. I am not one of those people that says you need to do something my way. My way is the right way or the only way. I never say that. That's not true. I don't believe that. I believe we all do what works for us. We can learn from each other and we can get tips from each other, and then we can use it in our world and in either like TJ does the multiple layers. I love it, so I've adapted that. You don't have to love it and do it. Don't be hateful about it. So here I'm getting rid of some of these cuts, but I want to keep some of them. I'm just getting rid of the really tiny ones that I don't think will cut well. Then you need to highlight it again when you're done and then click. And it will put those holes back in, the ones that you wanted to keep. There we go. Except I think it didn't show on the H on the far left. Did that one not? I think that one was supposed to stay. Let me see. I think I catch it. If I remember, I did like 3 videos in a row. So there, see it? And I think that's where I finally see the white. I'm like, whoa, wait, what's going on? I forgot that. For some reason, when I highlighted it, that little piece did not highlight. So I'm trying to put it back where it was, trying to figure out where it was. And I forgot to highlight it again. Make sure you highlight it. Here we go. And you can see it highlighted. You make sure the little cut is highlighted. There we go. And then I'm going to put that on there and make sure that it works. Okay. It's probably not back exactly where it's supposed to be, but it's pretty darn close. That's much better. So see, I make mistakes too. Just go back or fix them if you can. I just love this cutout so much. I think it's really, really cute with the big H and the big 25. I plan to use it a lot. Not on every mum, of course, but you know, the bigger ones at least, the ones that can handle it. Now when you're done, highlight it. I'm highlighting both since I made two different ones. Made one a little bit thicker, I think, and I'm going to save it in my library there on Silhouette Studio. But I'm also going to save it to my hard drive because I'm going to save it as an SVG because that way I can share it if I want to, and then I can also use it, upload it, and use it in Cricut Design Space. Here we go. So I'm going to name it and then make sure to change the format to SVG. Saving it to SVG means it'll come in through all the layers and I can adjust the layers. I can upload it to Cricut Design Space, and if I don't want to save those, if I don't want to use those offsets, I can delete the offsets and just use the top design, and then I can make my own offsets in Cricut Design Space. I do have this design and some others, the SVGs, on Etsy. Listed them on Etsy if anybody's interested in purchasing those. That's just something new that I'm doing this year. I just thought I would try that, see, you know, because I get a lot of compliments on some of these cutouts that I design, and so this way I can share them. I did offer them to my VIP members as well if they wanted to download a couple of them. They just need to email me. And that's for my VIP members. If you're not on Etsy and you just want to email me if you want any of these, well, you can email me and I'll let you know how much it'll be. It's not much, just paying me for the work I did for designing them. And then that's what how I would do it to cut it out, but my Cameo wasn't even on. I just wanted to show you that. Now we're in Cricut Design Space. So for my Cricut people, you want to upload again, or browse, I'm sorry. I'm going to my downloads. You can scroll through or type it in. This is on a MacBook, so it's going to look different for everybody, whatever computer you're using. So upload again. Here it is. Now you see it's all grouped together, so you have to ungroup it. You have to ungroup it to be able to adjust each individual one or each design. If you wanted to keep them grouped and just like resize it for your needs, you could do that. But if you wanted to play around with different offsets, then delete the offsets I had, and you can do this. And you see the offsets are going to be different on Cricut than what they were on Silhouette. This is one of the things I like about Cricut is when you want to get rid of one of those cuts, it's so much easier. I'm going to do another offset. I like each offset to be a different size. That's just me. You don't have to do that. And you see those little cuts. I want to get rid of those because they're not going to do well. So contour, and there they are. They're usually at the bottom, the little bitty ones. And I'll keep the other ones. And then you can do one more, however many offsets you want to do. Change that one to red. And you can adjust the size if you want. Of course, you can unlock, I'm sorry, I can't talk. Unlock up there if you want and adjust just the height or just the length. You can squish it together more, make it taller, skinnier if you want. But there's each of the layers. And then, of course, you want to save it. And here's, you know, how I would cut it out. There's what each mat would look like. Again, I would want to make multiple layers, so you can just do it from here if you want to duplicate each layer. If not, you want to go back to the designing and just duplicate whichever sections you wanted to. And I hate the way they come through on the mat. They waste so much space. I'm always in here adjusting this. And even if I'm fake cutting out, I'm over here adjusting this. Get it where I want it. This is what I would do if I was cutting it out on my Cricut. There we go. See how much less space I wasted on the cardstock? Cricut needs to do better. See, I can't stop. It's a compulsion, really. It's a problem. I sometimes spend way too much time doing this. But I'm going to cancel because I'm not really going to cut it out. I don't even have my machines on. I wasn't even near my machines when I did this. But that's it. I hope this helped. I hope you guys can design some stuff. And thank you so much for watching. Do all the YouTubey things. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Happy mom making.